Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to another League of Legends video. I'm Ryan, and today we're going to be playing some top lane Vlad. I love me some Vlad. Okay, I don't know why this keeps happening. Every time I try and record this, it doesn't go to the right person even though I clicked it. I don't know. Whatever. So, I guess to begin with, this is really like my probably either third or second time playing Vlad in general, outside of maybe some bot games. But I really enjoyed him, so yeah, I really like this game. Unfortunately, I was going against a Renekton, and even though I'm ranged, and even though I have a good escape, Renekton's still annoying as hell. He's gonna keep like poking me, and as you can see, I get really low, like really low. But to be fair, I am Vlad, and if I just keep spamming my Qs, which cost nothing, and are on a pretty small cooldown, I'm gonna be able to stay around for a while. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to push it out. I'm going to drop a ward there because I can. I don't know where Renekton went, and you're going to notice a trend with this Renekton. He really likes that bush. He really likes that bush. I don't know why. But at this point, I'm kind of pushed, and this is kind of where I make a mistake. I should have left. I should have left 100%, and unfortunately, I die. So that's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. But good news is Vladimir does get there in time to give me an assist, so it's not a complete loss for me. You know, I'm not in a bad position at this point. You know, I'm a little behind on CS, like 3, but that's okay. You know, I caught up by the time he comes back. Now, of course, you know, he's a bully, so it's going to be hard to fight him. Right here, you can see he outtrades me. He has Grasp of the Undying, so it's going to be very hard to outtrade him. Because even though I'm a Vlad, I don't have much right now. I am building towards Will of the Ancients. I started off with an Amplifying Tome because Amplifying Tome is probably, I mean, obviously I'm not fully well versed in Vladimir, but in my opinion, I think it's probably the best starting item because he can't really do very much else, you know. So we're just going to keep farming here. You know, he doesn't take advantage of the Doran's Ring. So I know that Renekton is in this bush. You know, this is his bush, you know. So I call in the Volibear, we go in, we fight him. You know, I drop my ult. Now, at this point, I know for a fact that my ult's going to kill him. I'm pretty damn sure, because look at that health. He doesn't have anything. So I'm kind of saying, you know, we probably don't have to worry about him. We chase him just in case, but we do get the kill, so that's brilliant. You know, that was good. Again, his over-reliance on that bush is very weird. You know, I saw him go in there. I knew he was there. He hadn't walked out yet, so I figured it was a good time as any. So at this point, I'm going to go back. I'm going to start building more towards my Will of the Ancients. I got 2 Amplifying Tomes. I think that's what they're called. Whatever. That's what they're called now. And so basically, my beginning builds are usually Will of the Ancients and Boots of Lucidity Rush. I want to try and get as much CDR as I can. This game, I'm still experimenting with items. I actually end up doing a bad item, in my opinion. You'll see when that happens, but I'll point it out when I made a bad choice. So right here, you know, Renekton dives me again, and again, you know, I'm pretty low. He does outtrade me pretty hard, but I'm not scared because again, look at that health that I just regened. You know, it's very strong. So even though he outtraded me there, I ended up with more HP because of my straight up abilities. You know, and that's kind of why I like Vlad. He can get outtraded, and it doesn't matter. So yeah, nothing really to say. You know, he really just does that. So he goes in, and this is kind of an interesting play. He does outtrade me there. I guess it wasn't an interesting play. What am I saying? That was pretty boring and pretty typical. But yeah, I mean, at this point, you know, I think I'm starting to get enough money for Will of the Ancients. So I'm probably going to try and push this in as fast as I can so I can go grab that. Volibear does come in here, and unfortunately I wasn't able to catch up in time. I do flash, but we do burn his flash too. Now, since I was tanking it, I wasn't really going to be able to dive him there. But this Renekton's going to overstay, much like I did on that first kill that he got on me. He's just going to stay here. And it's just a very silly thing. Now, you'll see why he probably decided to stay here. He didn't think we'd dive him. But I say, let's dive him. Let's do it. So I drop my ult for the more damage. I think it increases everyone's damage dealt by 12%. And this is why I think he was staying. I think he thought the Braum would get there faster. And with the Braum, he might have been able to take us out. but, you know, not a big deal there, you know? So I'm going to actually stay because I thought I could do stuff, get some CS, and then I was just like, yeah, whatever. I'm just going to leave. I can go get Will of the Ancients, so I'm going to go do that. So I grab Will of the Ancients. I grab my Boots of Lucidity. So it's actually a really damn good back for me. I'm able to come back with basically the best starting build. Right here, I don't know what Renekton did. I kind of want to rewind, but I'm not going to. Actually, you know what? I will. We will. We will. Let's go right there. So right here, if you notice, Renekton charges into the tower, getting the aggro. So I'm like, this guy is an idiot. Like, what's he doing? So I go in. I'm going to just pull him so he slows down. So he's going to take as much damage from this tower as possible. He's going to probably get another shot. Yeah, he's going to get another shot. And that was just like... It was probably a very bizarre play. For some reason, he decided to start into the tower, and I just could not stop laughing because he just handed me that kill on a platter, and it was brilliant. So out of that, I'm going to be able to push pretty hard into this tower and get a lot of CS. You know, now I'm up by almost 20 points, 20 CS over him, which is good. And, you know, he's going to catch up a little bit faster, but that's cool. Again, he's going to go in on me, and I don't understand this. You know, right here, he probably can kill me, you know. But I think he misses his attack. I don't know if that's his auto attack or if that was like a Q or something, and I just happened to walk out of the range and he missed it, or he accidentally canceled his auto. It didn't look like a canceled auto to me, so I'm not entirely sure. But again, a very weird play. I ain't complaining, though. I thought that was a pretty sweet outplay on my part. I don't know. I'm not incredibly skilled, so for me, that was pretty sweet. So I'm going to teleport in here, you know, see what I can do. Not really much, of course, because, you know, I'm going to get super CC chained here. But we're going to get a really nice Bartle, as you can see right here, as you'll see in a second. It gets pretty much two people. What we're going to do is we're going to flip the Lucian. We're going to grab him, and we're going to get that kill. So that's brilliant for our team. Lucian's not exactly far ahead or anything. He's actually pretty behind for an ADC. I'm actually doing better than him. But off of that, we basically are able to get Dragon. You know, we're going to get Dragon. We're going to go over here, see if we can get it. And this is the worst thing ever. This is the worst thing ever. So Syndra pops in, drops an attack, and look at that. Chunks three of us almost to death. Lucian gets a kill. Renekton gets a kill. Oh my god, that Syndra was power. That Syndra at this point was, I want to say, 4-0 right before that happened with 97 CS. So it was really good. You know, we're just going to get decimated there. That Syndra literally... That's what it felt to get deleted. That Syndra deleted 3 people in 1 second. That was ridiculous, you know. So, you know, they're going to push. They're going to push real hard. They're going to get a lot off of that. They're going to get a tower, and they're going to push straight up to that mid tower. But at the same time, they don't crack into our base just yet. They get the tower down to half, but they're not able to completely take it down. So that's good. I see the Renekton, and I'm like, yo, Volibear, let's go. Let's go get this Renekton, right? So we're walking up to the Renekton. We realize that we're not going to be able to get him, so instead what we're going to do is we're going to grab the Rift Herald, and hopefully with that we can go back in on that Renekton, who, by the way, is most likely in that bush. And I keep telling the Volibear, I'm like, listen, this Renekton really likes this bush. He's still up there. I'm almost guaranteeing that he's going to be up there. So we're going to go up there. We see him on the map anyway, so we go in. Again, he's in that bush. I know he's in that bush. He's been in that bush this entire game. That's his bush. But unfortunately, we see people coming up, and there's really not much we can do here. The kind of Herald goes down for no reason. You know, pretty much everyone and their mother is up here. I'm pretty sure all 5 of their team is up here. And that's not a bad thing, because we do have Kalista pushing down on bot. So right now we know there's 4. I know Renekton's somewhere over here. So we know that there's 5. Kalista's just pushing. I actually believe, yeah, Renekton's on the other side of this wall right here. So he targets the the Talon. So we go in to try and stop him. Now Braum does ult here. That was pretty cool in slow motion. But, you know, Renekton does get that flash and does kill the Talon. So I'm going to go off the Renekton because obviously Braum isn't, like, super scary. Unfortunately, right here, and I'm not entirely sure, maybe you guys can tell me, I think the Bard ult stops my ult from working. I'm not entirely sure. I see it's about to pop. I don't see it. Oh, no, you know what? Sweet. You know, in the game, when the game was happening, I was pretty sure that my ult didn't go off because of the Bard ult, but now I guess it lasts longer than the Bard ult, so that's cool. I flash over the Lucian ult because I don't want to get caught in that. We do get the Lucian for that, and then there's a Syndra, and I'm like, I can't. I turn to try and get the Syndra, but I'm stunned. I'm gonna straight die. Bard is gonna get the Braum, but then is gonna go down. They for some reason they used exhaust. There was no reason to do that. But fortunately, I think Vladimir will get out, and he does. And at the same time, you know, Kalista's still pushing down bot. So either way, you know, it was a 2 for 3 right now, and we get 2 towers. Well, we get 1 tower so far. So it was a perfect trade for us, I think. I think it could have gone better with us not dying, but hey, you know, you can't win everything perfectly, you know. So it's still a pretty damn good trade for us. But yeah. You know, nothing else really going on. See, this is kind of a bad idea. If you look on the map, mid is kind of getting pushed pretty hard. And I'm like, I can take this tower and then go down. You know, I have the ability to do that. I have teleport up. But unfortunately, I don't make it in time. I'm not going to be able to do very much here. We do lose 2 of our teammates, sorry. And there's nothing I can do here. I do get stunned, unfortunately. But yeah, that was a bad call on my part. I thought for sure I was going to be able to do something. I drop an ult only hitting Braum, which is not really great. You know, I can't really do anything with that. I could have waited or just not used it at all because there's really no point in dropping my ult. Then again, you know, my ult's on a pretty low cooldown, so it's not a big deal. But I think most of that was because I did not go down and instead I took the top tower, which was a bad idea. Admittedly, that was a pretty bad idea. I thought, you know, maybe we'd be able to hold out, but, you know, obviously Syndra's way too strong for us there, so not much we can do about that. We're going to get the Braum here, so that's good. That's brilliant. That's awesome. I like that. But we can't chase them any further because they are, of course, faster. But we're going to go down to the dragon. Either they're taking it or we're going to take it, so that's what's going to happen. You know, no contest there at all. And then right here, I see the LeBlanc. I'm like, I'm scared because I keep getting LeBlanc and Syndra confused for some reason. And of course, you know, they're right there. So I could have gone in on that, but for some reason, I really did get LeBlanc and Syndra confused this game quite often. Because they're both purple mages that are annoying. So, what are you going to say? But yeah, basically, long story short, we pushed to inhib. I mean, past inhib, really. And it's kind of hard to fight, you know. I'm going to go back here because I'm pretty low. I want to heal off the minions, but I'm realizing I'm not going to do it fast enough. So, this is just a stupid idea in general. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to actually get Rylai's, and this is where I really messed up. Well, I got Rylai's a little earlier than that. Honestly, I really should have gone in Spirit Visage first. If you notice, their strongest powerhouses are Syndra and LeBlanc at this point. They're the only ones doing really well at this point. And I should have gone Spirit Visage because, you know, first of all, Spirit Visage would have given me CDR, which is brilliant. I just want the CDR. Second of all, it works well with my whole health healing thing. And third of all, the 2 strongest enemies are magic. So it would have been a better idea, but, you know, I figured chasing potential and stuff like that. So we finally find the team. We're going to kind of get all knocked up by this. I'm going to walk off to the edge. I'm going to target this Renekton. I draw my ult. I only hit 2 people, but I'm going to get the Braum, I think. I hope. We got the Renekton. No, I'm not going to get the Braum. Going to get close. So I see the Lucian. We go after the Lucian, but then I see the LeBlanc over there. And I'm figuring, you know what? I can chase this. I can totally chase this. So I'm going to flash over the wall. We're going to go over here. I'm going to try and get the Syndra. And I do, because Syndra's obviously pretty strong. But she flashes, so I'm not going to be able to follow that up. So instead, I see the Ghost, so I'm going to follow it up on the LeBlanc. She's going to stun me, unfortunately, but I do get an attack off to slow her. So they're able to catch up, and we do get an assist off of that. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually take this opportunity and grab the Baron. And off Baron, I do believe I'll have enough coin to grab Spirit Visage. No, I grab Spectre's Cowl instead. But yeah, so we're just going to keep going. You know, nothing really. We have Baron. We're going to try and push. The only downside to this is that this is a very hard team to tower dive. They've got a lot of CC. They have they can lock a single person down for a very long time, and that's not something that we want to deal with. We do get some good initiation here. I do drop an ult, I do get Renekton, I do get Braum. Unfortunately, not as many people as I wanted. My ult pops, I do get Braum. We're gonna chase the Renekton a little bit, but he flashes and he's just too deep for us right now. You know, as you can see, you know, it's very hard. It's very hard to dive this team. So we're just gonna kind of keep on moving around back and forth. We get a good Bard ult. Unfortunately, we don't really get anything off of that. We figured we can get the LeBlanc, but she cloned. She cloned out of there. So we're just going to kind of pull off. You know, there's, again, really nothing that we can do. And at this point, you know, we're just going to have to try our hardest to push. You know, mid is probably, I guess, the most important lane to push. And it hasn't. None of the towers have gone down yet. You know, it was a bad matchup for the Talon, I believe. I don't play mid very often, so I don't know the matchups. But it doesn't seem like a good matchup. You know, I think he got counterpicked or something like that. But yeah, it was just you know, we really can't push. Now we're gonna just kind of slightly engage here. You know, Braum ults, not a very good ult. It gets me, but no one on his team could have followed up on that. Now, Renekton, very weird positioning for the Renekton. You know, he's going to get out because... Oh, no, he's not going to get out because he's dumb. I'm sorry, he's that dumb. He's just... a very bad positioning, so we take advantage of that. We get a really good Bard ult here. Now, I'm going to go for the Syndra because Syndra... is Syndra. I mean, let's be real here. I can kill the Braum if I want. I didn't. My Q wasn't on cooldown at the time he was in the range, but I wanted to kill Syndra because Syndra's a lot scarier than Braum, and if we can basically just put it in a position where we can just dive them, you know, dive them, we'll get it. So that's what happens. Talon's gonna leave because he's really low, but they're really low. They're not going to stop us here. They're not going to stop us whatsoever. I'm going to get chained, so I'm going to use my pool to get out of that, so I can be a little bit more relevant in upcoming fights. So I'm not, you know, a little bit behind. They are going to get Braum, which is good, and this is kind of why we don't want to dive them. Unfortunately, Vladimir does get stuck by their immense CC, and he's not gonna be able to make it out of there. Unfortunately, the kill goes to Braum, so it's not a big deal. But that was basically the exact reason why we did not dive him whatsoever. But we just, you know, keep killing, and we get the tower, and we're just going to keep pushing. We were going to go for the top tower at one point, but Dragon came up, so we decided to go for Dragon instead. We're going to pull it out a little bit, and then we're going to just kind of wander around aimlessly. Right around here is where we kind of decide, okay, I'm going to go around here. I should have gone into the Bard tube. That's okay. We're going to go over here. People are fighting in the jungle, so I'm going to go in. I'm going to drop my ult somewhere. Oh, no, I just pool. I pool because I avoid damage, and I slow them, and I do damage over time. Then I ult. I probably should have ulted first, to be quite honest. Renekton kind of puts himself in, again, another bad position, so we all, of course, take advantage of that. And that's pretty much the end of the fight. We're going to go here. We are going to get a Bard ult off on that Syndra, but we can't really chase her because she kind of pushes us away. I tried to, but I realized that we can kill the Braum, so I turned back. And that's pretty much that fight. Not much we can do about that. Nothing else we could have done. So I finally get Spirit Visage, and I start building Zhonya's. Again, I really think Spirit Visage was a better option first. And then, you know, maybe a little bit more CDR, maybe a Kindle Gem for some HP, because that scales with my passive, or maybe, you know, another Fiendish Codex. I don't know, you know, one of the two. And then, you know, we'll just kind of systematically kill these guys. Something we didn't notice was that No, actually, no, I'm wrong. I thought that the LeBlanc was not the clone. But we're just gonna fight. We're gonna see what we can do. Not much. You know, it kind of got boring after we got Baron, because basically we were just able to breeze through them because our entire team's pretty much just super strong and super fed right now. So we're pretty strong. We're gonna catch out the Syndra. Syndra's always a good person to catch out because she's the strongest on their team right now. They thought we were going for mid. We saw the Syndra and we're like, we could just kill the Syndra, you know? So we're gonna go for the Syndra. We're gonna go for the Braum too. Braum's just gonna straight up die. Braum can't do anything. Renekton puts himself in the middle of all 5 of us. There's no way he's getting out of this. No way, no how. He's just gonna straight up die. He does flash. We all flash. We're like, we're not letting you get out of that. You just dove all 5 of us. No way, no how. You know, LeBlanc's really scared. Lucian I just straight up walk into Lucian. I'm like, I don't even care, Lucian. I'm healing enough. I'm cool. And that's pretty much that. I go through the tower. We kill the tower. We kill the inhibs. Kill them. I miss my ult. I don't know if you guys noticed that. I did miss my ult. Very unfortunate. Basically, we just kill everything. Ace happens here right about now, and then we win the game. And that's it. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I'm really loving Vlad. He's so much fun to play. I've done pretty well with him so far. He's probably the easiest champion that I have to CS with at this moment, which is good because when I see his skills, it's pretty awful. But hey, what are you gonna do? You live, you learn. And yeah, so I really like, you know, I don't think I've ever won a lane against Renekton, and I clearly won this lane. I had more kills than him, I had more assists than him, I had less deaths than him. I had more everything than him at some point. So this is definitely one of my new champions to play. He's probably, out of all the champions that I play, he's probably the safest pick I have if I'm blind picking. I've been blind picking him for like a couple of games in a row already, and we've pretty much won all of them. Or at least I've won lane in all of them. So, not bad. I really do enjoy Vlad. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I hope to see you guys in the next episode. Peace.